Superb. So we'll just get going in a second. So firstly, good morning, everybody. How was yesterday? Did everybody learn what they expected to learn, or how was it?
Unfortunately, I couldn't make yesterday, so I'm keenly looking forward to the recording. So sorry. I'm a carer as well, and last things came up. I do apologise. So I can't answer that question, but I'm sure it was good.
Well, I'm hoping it was. Otherwise, it's a really awkward conversation, isn't it? So obviously, I'll do a quick kind of 2-minute roundup of kind of what we spoke about yesterday.
Great.
And everything. Claire, you never got a chance to do your homework as little ones were not at preschool. I know that feeling. Last week, my daughter's preschool was closed because of COVID, and I had to work all week from home with my daughter, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle. But I dropped her off. I dropped her off this morning, and it was lovely.
Yeah. Well, it's my littlest one was the most ill. I had to take her to A&E because her temperature got to 41 over the weekend.
Oh, God, not good.
Yeah, it was virus, not COVID. We had that last month. Another virus.
Yeah, that's not good. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, they're back at preschool today, so I can be here.
So you can crack on. Yeah. Cool. So to start with, yesterday I showed you a quick sneak peek. I said that I've got a new book out that I haven't even had a copy of, and actually it turned up just after we got off the call. So my new book is actually there, and I'm so excited. We're not going to be launching that until it's on Amazon, but we're not launching it until the 1st of May because I've got a new podcast and training stuff coming out. So we're going to do it all together, which is absolutely awesome. So, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put you all on mute because I can hear a bit of feedback for everybody. But as of yesterday, same as yesterday, Rainy, I'll just call that out in a second. So as of yesterday, I don't do death by PowerPoint. Yesterday, obviously, there was a bit of a PowerPoint session where I went through the basics. If anybody has missed yesterday, and I do one-on-ones as well, so feel free to kind of book in a one-on-one with me. Go to hcmediagroup.co.uk, and then we can chat. James got it. 1 page, 1 service. The whole of yesterday's hour and a half was just drilling in 1 page, 1 service, which I'll kind of go in today because the whole process follows that. And so, as of yesterday, please do send me messages. Please do raise your hand. Please do take yourself off mute and ask a question. This isn't you have to sit there and just listen. And I want you guys to take notes. I want you guys to learn. I want to, I want to actually get you guys to the next level. So if you have a question, please do ask it, and we'll do our best to try and to answer that. So going into today's, I'm just going to share my screen. So yesterday, we talked about the importance of laying out your website in a 1 page, 1 service, strategy in a way. So here is one we're actually building at the moment. So the green are pages that have been worked on, and the ones that underneath are pages that aren't done yet. So this is very, very fresh. This is a new client that we're working with at the moment. And I thought this was great to show you because it's not the finished product, it's kind of halfway, so you can start to see what we do. For everybody that, obviously I know there's some clients on here, obviously Claire, we've done Brooke's site, you know, anybody that we've written content for, we've gone through this process when we've done your SEO or we've done your website. Rahini, I know that you mentioned yesterday that you didn't realise how much work we had done, and then you had a look yesterday in your file and there's all your content and everything. And so this is kind of the process that we go through. But Google doesn't like to be confused, okay? It wants the content to be relevant. It wants 100% of the content to be about a specific product or service. So when you've got here compliance accountancy, that page is just about compliance accounts. It's not about anything else. Yes, it might mention we also do business advisory, we also do personal tax. It mentions those other things, but 100% content is around that. So if I just bring up my site again. So on this page, this is my agency website. The page that what we want to target is the term digital marketing agency in Essex. So my page title, if I hover over that, is digital marketing agency in Essex. My content says digital marketing agency. And my content talks about digital marketing agency in Essex, you know, and the other bits, digital marketing strategies. And it talks about being a digital marketing agency in Essex. That's all the page talks about. It's just that product. So if I go to my other service, let me move this bar so I can see what I'm doing. If I go into my SEO services, straight away you can see my page title is SEO Agency Essex. My URL is SEO Services. My page set, my header tags is SEO Agency Essex, and there's other ones, Specialist SEO Company. It's the same thing. Your one page, one service can have multiple keywords, which I'm going to show you in a second. What's more important, well, not more important, but as important that people don't understand is the pictures. The picture is of SEO. This is a picture of SEMrush, which is the screen that I use all the time. And guess what? The picture's saved as SEO Agency Essex. So when one page, one service, when Google looks for a page, they come to the page, they come to your website, they find it, I'm looking for an SEO agency in Essex. And we are, you know, I found this page, and the page title, the URL, the meta tags, all the content and all the imagery, all they talk about is SEO services in Essex or digital marketing agency in Essex. Is that relevant to that, what they've searched? Yes. Well, that's the biggest ranking factor, being relevant. So now if I go onto Google, go to Google and search digital marketing agency in Essex. Let's just put Essex. Don't worry about the paid ads. Then you've got 1, 2, we're number 3 in Essex. Because it's just simple. My homepage, that's my homepage that ranks. Because we're digital marketing agency in Essex. And if you look at all of the others, Red Pepper Marketing, digital marketing agency Essex, Square Star Digital, digital marketing agency Essex, HC Media Group, digital marketing agency in Essex. It's the same process on every single page, one service. So that kind of wrapped up what we were speaking about yesterday, really. But that one page, one service goes so much further. It goes so much further. And now what we're going to look at is the content. So when we was doing yesterday, so your homework yesterday was to go away, get a Google Drive like this, and do your sitemap. Just exactly the same as this. And then on the right-hand side, just think of some keywords that you think should be on that page. So compliancy accounts, you know, payroll, VAT, end of year statutory accounts, corporation tax, self-assessment tax return, they're all keywords for that compliance accountancy page. So what we need to do is we need to get those keywords into that page in the content. Simple, isn't it? Kind of. So this is the page that we've written. As I said yesterday, let me just turn that off. As I said yesterday, there's a system that I use called SEMrush. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm not an affiliate or something like that. It's just a tool that I use. I think if you just got one site, it's like $100 a month. Or obviously use a marketing agency that's got the access and whatever. But, you know, if you're writing your content, get it for a month, get all your content done, and then you can obviously cancel it and whatever. The reason I use that is if I go to this compliance page, obviously we've written a lot of content here. Can anybody remember how many words minimum should be on a page?
500.
500, bang on. That is the rough estimate, okay? It's the rough guide, and you'll see why in a minute. Well, I click up here, add-ons, SEMrush Write and Assistant, show. This is the best tool you'll ever see in your life. So we've already worked on this, and it's already a 9 out of 10. All right, an SEO score. I'm just going to flick through. We need to push this up. We need to get that originality. We don't bother with because you have to pay another £1,000 a month just to have that section. So we need to push this up here a bit, and I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing you do is click on the SEO tab. Just let my marketing manager is in. So click on the SEO tab. There we go. And down here, remember the keywords that we had in our sitemap here? Well, what we've done is we put them in here. And once they've gone green, we know that we've mentioned them in here. So the system looks at Google and says, you want to rank on the first page of Google for these keywords. If you want to do that, you need to mention these other keywords. So it's just telling me exactly what I need to write. So if I go in here, I'm going to go company tax return. If you look on the right-hand side, just about here, company tax return. It's now gone green. And we've gone up to 9.1. It's writing the content. It's more about the structure. Okay, the problem is the structure, understand the structure. But if you put into here, I'm just going to delete that because otherwise I'm going to throw Tyler off. If you put into here what keywords you want to target, actually what's going to happen is SEMrush is going to tell you what words need to be around that keyword. Remember yesterday, someone asked the question, how many keywords can I have? Well, actually in the top, I would say 3 or 4. but it's going to give you so many extra ones that's around because it's got to be enriched content. Go on, Claire, I can see you're just about to ask something.
No, I've had questions kind of popping in and popping out as going through. I'm just really, really interested by this. But actually, the question that did just pop in my head was if you can scroll back up on that the SEO writing system.
Yeah.
What's the originality bit, and is that important? Because I noticed that the readability and tone of voice is high.
Yeah. So the originality, we don't. One thing you can never, ever do is copy and paste content from other websites. So the originality checks across the internet to see if that's been written before. Now we write our own content. So I know that we're original, and it's an extra £1,000 a month to get the upgrades to plug that in. So I don't bother. So it's not important. You can get up to 9.7 out of 10 without spending that, and because I know my process, I know it's absolutely fine. It is useful if you're a big marketing manager and you've got a couple of agencies writing content for you, just to check that they've done their job right. But apart from that, it's not worth it. I'll click on readability. So here it just tells me some stuff, rewrite hard to read sentences. Now, if I click that, it'll tell me what the sentences are that are hard to read. And then you just play around with that. You put some more grammar in it. So one thing that's really good here, the readability score. It says, the difficulty of your text corresponds to the college education level. So it's saying if other people are writing in a certain way, you need to write in that way as well. And it's saying that you should be around 38. So if I remove some big words, that'll drop down to 32, 33. Or if I put some more. So it gives you a guide of how difficult it should be to read, or, college education level. Obviously, if I'm writing for Forbes, that's going to be up at 80, right? Because I've got to use some real good terminology. And, I wrote some stuff for the Financial Times not long ago. And stuff like that is really high end. So you have to have a really high difficulty. Whereas, if you're writing a blog for, a toothbrush, which, trust me, we used to do quite a lot, the difficulty level can be 10. So it kind of tells you what your audience want. And this page should be 695 words. I say 500 is a minimum, but you put your target keywords in here and it tells you, it says, okay, if you want to rank on the first page, actually, you shouldn't write 500. You should write 695. Because that's what others are writing. Remember, it's a librarian, so they want the best book possible. So you just follow this. It's a plugin. You get SEMrush. It's a Google Drive plugin, and it literally tells you what you need to write. So the hard bit is obviously the structure of, how to write it and things like that. So if you're not obviously fluent in writing, and some people aren't, then let me know, we can help you out. But this just tells you what to do. If I click on tone of voice, it again tells you how formal you should be. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's for you understanding this, you can write as many blogs as you want, or as much page content as you want, and they're all going to be bang on, because there is no way that you can go wrong. And this is why on every single page at the bottom, I have my team screen grab this and put it on the bottom. It's part of our process. So I know that our process is being followed, right? So everybody that's here that's got content off of us, you'll see that that's at the bottom. because we've checked it and go through. So what then I do as part of the approval process, obviously read it and then go and check, the bottom to kind of see how it is and things like that. So that's how you write on-page content. It's not hard. Not hard at all. So Carolina, do you need to write the keywords in across your content? What is tone of voice? Tone of voice is the readability. Where is it? Tone of voice. How casual you can be. There we go. So your tone of voice is how casual, or how, some people write very casually, some people write very financially, some people write in a very formal kind of way as if they're Harvard referencing everything. So it kind of tells you what level, you need to be. Do you need to write your keywords in across your content? Yes. You put your, you start off, you put your keywords in the top there. And once you've written it, it goes ding. You only need to write each keyword in once or twice. And because all of these other keywords around there, really, really work. SEMrush is doing a free trial. Brilliant. It's, for me, I can't live without SEMrush. If you really want to crack all of your marketing, SEMrush is for me the best tool. I schedule, I can check PPC campaigns, I can check social campaigns, I can do so much reporting with SEMrush, and it tells me exactly what we're doing. Looks great, can't afford working for a charity. Then, speak to somebody like us. Obviously, we have it. We can write the content for you and things like that. Is Google Analytics as effective? Google Analytics is more effective on reporting and telling you what you should be doing on your website. It's kind of Google Analytics is more about reporting after the activity. This is about planning future activity. So it's two completely different platforms, really. It kind of really does good. So, like I say, it's going to be a quick one today. I just want to show you one more thing. Answer the public. I love this little, they change this all the time. It's brilliant. Little robot dancing. So discover what people are talking about. So I'm going to be on here. Oh, look, compliance accounts. You can tell that I've been on here before doing exactly this. Right, bless you, Claire. Go compliance accounts and click search. And scroll down. Some questions. Check that out. No, that's not the best one, really. Let's go new search. Digital marketing search. So on here, you search the keyword and it will tell you the top questions that aren't asked on Google about that keyword. So which digital marketing is best, which digital marketing course is best, how has digital marketing changed, how it helps small businesses, how influences consumer behavior. There's a ton of questions that you can have on here. So all you need to do is you've done your keyword research, You've set up one page, one service. You've put your keywords into SEMrush. You come on here, you search your keywords. It says 600 words are needed on that. You find 6 questions, 100-word answers, done.
Well, Chris, how do you know which one of these 78 questions are the most popular on Google right now? How do I pick and choose?
I think it's more about brand. It's more about what you need to do for your brand, because there's going to be quite a lot of questions on here that have no, so what marketing course is best in India? That doesn't mean anything, to me. So it's more about, it's all got that keyword in. So it's not really about the question. The question is about their engagement. So pick some that you think that when people come to your website, it keeps them engaged and actually, reads. As an example, for me, my ethos is training. We've got a digital marketing agency, right? And we sell digital marketing. I do websites, SEO, PPC, social media. And the way that I get that is through training people and them going, actually, can you do it for me? Because I now trust you to do it correctly, which is great. That's how we do it. So the content on my site would be completely different to my competitors that are very sell. Theirs will be around cost and price. And, we can do this at the cheapest price, sell. Where I'm totally different. I'm like, well, this is how to do it. If you need help, let me know. So the questions that you put on your website are more of a personal choice, really. Remy, I could see that you've raised your hand. You're on mute, Remy.
Yeah, I noticed that, you ran through some steps, but you ran through them very quickly. And it would be great if you could run through those again, starting with keyword research and then ending with answer the public. And then the second thing I wanted to ask is, should we be trying to use the actual phrases? Because, for example, on public speaking, it has how public speaking is important. If I use that not as a question, but public speaking is important because, does that actually incorporate this? Is that a good way to use it? Or should we be trying to slavishly follow the particular phrases that we've chosen?
No. The reason you use this is to help with the structure and help with ideas to write.
Okay.
That's all it is. Sometimes when you're looking at a blank piece of paper, you go, where do I start? Mm-hmm. This is more of a starting tool, really. If you want an idea for a blog, come in here. Mm-hmm. And you've got that. It's more of, you don't have to have these exactly on your website like this, because they've got your keyword in. As long as your keywords are in the content, that's fine. But it's just a helping guide, really, to structure it. Yeah. So going back to your first step. So the first step is making sure your website is one page, one service. Laying it out on a Google Drive. Then doing your keyword research. I would choose 3, maybe 4 keywords per page. Doesn't have to be, could only be 1. If you've got something and it's only got 1 keyword, that's fine. Then put those keywords into SEMrush. And then kind of do some research around what you could write about those and get writing. Go on, Claire, you've got a question?
Thank you.
So you said to find like 3 to 4 main keywords for each page.
Yeah.
Do you need to have one which is your top one? Like, for example, you've got digital marketing agency Essex everywhere on the homepage. You'd pick one as your this is my top boy, and then 3 slightly smaller ones.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
Okay.
so I've got digital marketing agency Essex, but actually digital marketing services, digital marketing consultancy, digital marketing professional. They're all versions of, it's the same page. It means exactly the same thing. So remember yesterday we looked at mortgage broker and mortgage advisor. Well, advisor had more searches, so you'd use that as your lead. So yeah, bang on, you have one lead and then a couple of smaller ones. Talashan?
Hey there, yeah, quick one from me, just about the site structure really. I know it's like one page, one service, and we spoke about the homepage, where you can encapsulate everything and just have little small snippets of everything. And I was just wondering, what's your view on like having the, you know, when it's in the navigation, you have like scroll to sections. So if it's services, it scrolls to the services sections, but the service section then links out to those one page, one services.
Yep.
Is that better, or is that probably worse for the SEO?
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Google knows about your homepage. Yeah, it knows that it links out to the other pages. So yeah, obviously scroll down and you might have a big section in the middle that says, you know, we do this. That's absolutely fine. It's just the page title, the meta description, the header tags should be one page, one service.
Okay.
So Kim, how do I know the search terms I chose are ones that are searched on Google? So what you need to do is go on to, there's a few different ways actually. SEMrush, you can do keyword research in SEMrush, which is the way that I usually do it. There's something called Answer the Public. No, that's the one that we're on. It's called Keywords Everywhere. That's a Google extension, which is great. Or the Google Keyword Planner, as if you set up a PPC campaign. That's the best one. Salim, can you have hidden keywords? No. This used to be a black hat way. So what you used to do is put loads of keywords on, and it's a white page, and you'd highlight all your keywords and turn them white. And that will get you a Google penalty very, very quickly because it's part of Google, it's part of keyword stuffing. So yes, that is a big no-no. One of the biggest no-nos actually. And then he's put oops. So you might need to sort that bit out. Let me just see. When is best to use Answer the Public? It's best to use Answer the Public once you've got your keywords and you're just looking for some, it's an inspirational tool. That's all it is. You know, just use it for some ideas. So what are my thoughts on AI tools? Okay. So AI tools. You can, for everybody's, no, you can now get bots to write your content for you. But the problem is there's no creativity. There's no human effect. There's no understanding your customer audience. There's no emotion. Now, the reason that someone buys from you is trust. They trust that you will solve their problem. And that's an emotion. So every marketing that you put out, you build trust. You know, let's be honest, this is part of my marketing process. Why do I do this? Well, you guys have got 5 days to get to know me and trust me. It's part of the process. If you're using AI bots, you can't get that trust over. You can't get that personality over. So, well, yes, they could write the content for you. It doesn't really hit the spot for me because it needs to be a human element. And also you need to know what's on your website. You know, you want to know that you wrote it. You want to know that it's at a high score. You want to have trust of it yourself. So when you publish it and you push it out there, you're proud of it because people will see that and they'll be attracted to you. So Emma, how about Yoast? So Yoast is brilliant. So just explain Yoast to people. So there's a few different platforms that you can build websites on, WordPress being one of them, and Yoast fits. It's a plugin that fits into WordPress. And what Yoast allows you to do is change your meta description, change your page title, and put your keywords in and things like that. It does give you a score, or it does kind of give you some alerts. But what you've got to remember is Yoast is just a plugin. It doesn't have an AI system or an algorithm that looks at all of the other like competitors and things like that, like SEMrush does. So it always get SEMrush, write the content with SEMrush, stick it on, and then just play around with Yoast just to do the final tweaks, really. There's loads of plugins that do that for other stuff. Rahini, brilliant tips. The amount of times I stare at a blank computer screen or social media with no idea what to write. Exactly. Answer the public's brilliant. Even social media ideas. If you're doing a video, you can just jump in. Is there something similar for Wix? Yeah, Wix. Wix SEO is absolutely great. Claire, I love Wix. In fact, I think as a small business, Wix is better than WordPress. You have so much more flexibility. You can do absolutely everything. It's just brilliant. Yeah, love the drag and drop. I love it. The only reason that my HC Media website is built on WordPress is because we pitch for 30, 40, 60, 80 grand WordPress websites. So we need to have a word. My ChristopherClowes.com is Wix. Love it. Carolina, how difficult to use WordPress? And is there any training provided we can do for this? Not training by me. I am not a WordPress developer. I have WordPress developers, which you could hire. Not a problem. But yeah, WordPress, you need to know coding. WordPress, you need to know CSS, you need to know HTML, because sometimes things don't fit. Because what WordPress is a load of plugins built on top of each other. And if one plugin doesn't fit with another plugin properly, you can amend that plugin slightly so it fixes. And you have to get that right. So WordPress is quite. Wix, I think, is absolutely great. You can have great results with Wix. Claire, not figuring how to speed up mobile view on Wix. It is simply really imagery. Okay, you just got to remember, you've got to make sure your images are high quality but low res for that. So with WordPress, you can install a plugin which can break all of the others. Yes, I know this. We've just finished a charity website, MSUK, and it was 178 pages, plus their blogs and plus their news, and they've blogged every day for the last 5 years. It's massive. And you put one new plugin, and the styling of everything goes. So you need, like with WordPress, you need to know your stuff. So I say, well done. Please, does one page one service deny heading of the SEO is showed us on the page? Yes. Go for one page one service and make sure it's everything's relevant. James, as a WordPress developer, 34% of the internet is WordPress, more flexible. WordPress, I'm not slagging off WordPress. I'm just saying that as a small business, WordPress can, you need to go to a professional with WordPress, basically. Don't try and build your own. James, you build a lot of WordPress sites, and that's great. We build a lot of WordPress sites. That's great. Actually, we're starting to build apps now. If anybody wants an app, we've just built our first app. Claire, you'll know, a few of you will know actually, Rachel Sellers from Luxury Lash. She has now officially got an app on the App Store, and that was us. You know, absolutely loving it. And that was built through a Wix site actually, which is great. But anyway, we're completely coming off of SEO. Cool. So today's topic is about content. So yesterday, what I got you to do is do your sitemap and your keyword research. Today, I want you to start writing some content, even if it's just one page. Aim for around 500 words. Now, I understand some of you might not have SEMrush right now, right? So what you need to do is you need to go through the process. Let me just come out of these. So if you haven't got SEMrush, go through the process of exactly the same. So you've got your main keywords, then go, okay, what other smaller words do I need to mention to be around, you know, those words? And just write them down on a piece of paper, and as you're writing, just cross them out. You know, you can send them over to me, I can check them for you. That's, you know, that's not a problem. That's what we're here. And actually, what you're doing is just writing a bit of content. So a couple of questions here. Does SEMrush link with MS Word too? No, it's a Google Drive product. I built my own website using someone's theme and Divi. Then you don't need to code. I'm rubbish with tech, but I did with my website. Themes are great, but it's very much like the structure of this pen. Okay, so with this pen, well, not this pen because that's this pen. I can change the color of this. I can change the color of this. I can take out the inside and change the color, but guess what? It's still a pen. I can't move it. Now, if I wanted to write at an angle, it's no good. Templates are great, but if you want to do conversion rate optimization and you think actually the form should be on the left-hand side rather than the right-hand side because I'm going to get more conversions, you can't. It's stuck. It's a framework. So this is where kind of the professionalism comes into place, really. So that's it for today. So go away and obviously write that bit of code. That's the next bit. That content. Tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is something called schema markup. And this is how you put a bit of code onto your page that alerts Google what you're doing. So as we can see here, we've been using the flags, putting your hand up, saying, hey, I'm here. Tomorrow, we're going to be putting some code on your website or on the Google Drive to be able to do that. And what this code does, if you have Yoast or if you have Wix or something like that, you literally just drop it into Yoast or you drop it into Wix SEO, and it helps. I'll be honest with you now. I'm a network. I've got lots of SEO people that I speak to. Most people don't understand schema. It's really easy. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to write the code. It's copy and paste. It is easier than making a sandwich, or making a cup of tea. It takes less time than making a cup of tea to write this code and get it right. And I'm going to show you tomorrow exactly where to get that, exactly how to do it. And like I say, it's a flag. You know, if you've got a product, you can say, hey, Google, I am a product. This is me. Come to me first. And it's, you know, it's a brilliant bit of kit. And it is so, so easy. That follows the one page, one service. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of code on each page. Just tell Google what that page is about. So I'm going to kind of go through all of that tomorrow at 9:30. Again, everybody, if you want to book a one-to-one with me, be either with me or my team, please do so. Come to the HC Media Group and, you know, book a call. We can have a one-to-one session, and I can run through your site. You know, and kind of give you a bit more guidance if that's what you needed. Not a problem. I've got a couple of questions to finish off. Lisa, thanks, brilliant. Carolina is clear. Yeah, I know yours is coming. Book one for Friday. I'm just as I know, don't book one for Thursday. Right? If you want to speak to me, don't book one for Thursday because I'm in London all day Thursday. Carolina, can I ask how much you charge for the SEO? It really all depends. It really all depends on what's needed. So book in a call with me, and then we can look at your website, look what's needed, and go from there. Lisa, this is brilliant. Carolina is just coding for SEO. Yep. Remy, I am going to call you as soon as I get off this. My phone's in my hand. I need to I need to call you straight away. So right, let's go straight to keeps for some reason. And will we be going through indexing? Yes, we're going to go through indexing on the last day. So for now, thank you very much. And I will see you all tomorrow morning at 9:30.